Hey guys, you have McGann here, and today I'm going to take you through memory lane from my childhood with these little Locket playsets that were all the rage for years and years. If you don't remember, these were kind of similar to the original Polly Pockets, except that it was a much more compact thing, usually with a necklace on it, so you could wear it around and play with it as a travel toy. This one is from the movie Anastasia, which I believe released in 1997, and I know I had this one open before, but it was really hard to get open. They really wanted to make sure kids couldn't get in these for some reason. Okay, here we go. Let me move these others out of the way. This is the so cute playset of Paris and Russia. Let me show you the playset, then I'll show you the figures. We've got Paris, we've got the Eiffel Tower, and if you fold it down, you've got this little room for the figures to stand or dance or whatever, and then we have the streets of Paris. And I believe, yeah, if you get this to sit open, which I've got this on a towel because I got it out of a really grungy old abandoned house that my parents owned, so I wasn't sure what might come out of it dust or bug-wise here. And then on this side, we've got a flip-over gate of Russia. I'm gonna say St. Petersburg just because that's where a lot of the movie took place. And I hope you can see it. It's like a clear pink plastic, but it's really cute. And then we have inside the Imperial Palace with different heads of Anastasia that will pop up if you rotate the little symbol on the front that really looks similar to the music box the grandmother gave her. Now my memory is getting fuzzy on the movie, but I know I love this movie so much. And then we have a little Dimitri and a little Anya figure. Oops, where's the camera? I'm going way out of crazy here. And you know, the paint job isn't the best now that I'm zoomed in on it, but still actually better than a lot of the pops you see today where they have some problem on it. Even the Monster High dolls, for how big they are, I see a lot of problems in their paint jobs regularly, so it's not too bad considering how small they are. Looks like nothing's stamped on the bottom. I'd love to tell you the manufacturer or something for this. Oh wait, I think I see it over here on the Eiffel Tower section. It says 97 GTI trademark and 97 Fox. So, now to get it all back in here again, you kind of have to get creative because they don't really fit that well. Ah, okay. And yeah, here's the front of it where it spins, if I didn't show that already. And then there's Anastasia with Tsar Nicholas II, I think was her father. Again, it's been a minute. And you can see that this cord was really kind of frayed, but it had one of these plastic peg pieces you could pull open and wear it as a necklace, so you could play anytime. And for some reason, this one is separated from all the others I have, and all the others are bagged off here. So hopefully they're going to be nice and clean inside. I can see little dead bug bodies that fell out. Little tiny gross bugs. So good thing I have a towel. And honestly, the weird thing is, a lot of these I don't even remember owning. Like Beauty and the Beast, I vaguely remember having the 101 Dalmatians one. I know the Pride Rock, that was my favorite. Let's see if I can get that in there. That was my favorite, and then the Aladdin one I used a ton, but I hardly remember even buying the rest of these. What else do I have? Snow White. Oh, Hunchback of Notre Dame, that's kind of a surprise. Pocahontas. We've got, oh, Hercules, but the sticker got a little ripped from something over the years. And then Cinderella. I don't remember Cinderella, or I don't remember buying those at all. Let me get this untanglified. And we'll start getting inside some of these. Well, all of these, I guess. Seems like all of them except the Pride Rock one has a wearable necklace cord here. So let's start with the one that's different. And I love that it's the shape of Pride Rock, so it's like even the exterior is part of the play set for this one. And I believe, okay, wait, copyright Disney and China down there if you can see it, but I don't see anywhere that says a year on it. Oh, cute. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to remember it now. Nostalgia. And that bends down, and you've got the seesaw that like Nala and Simba can play on. And you can see that it's got the little watering hole and two little, I don't know what those are, stone seats they almost look like. Let me see how close I can get in here. I've got my camera at a weird angle because I'm at my desk today, so I'm having just a bit of trouble. There's the tree in the background with Simba's baby painting. And then very similar to the Anastasia one, we've got this rotating piece in the middle that's like jungle bits. It's a jungle doorway or something. Let's see if I can fold that back up and get in a little closer. And then we have the figures of little Simba, little Nala, and big Simba, I think. Oh no, he's melting to the plastic there. Let me show you this first. Now this side has a nice, it's not a sticker, it's a nice painted 3D molding in there, so that's pretty nice and cool. Okay, now we're going to put Pride Rock down. Let me show you the guys. Here is, yeah, by the face I can tell that that is not young, older Simba. Isn't he just awesome? And they really got some good details, like that yellow belly is a really nice detail for something that's, you know, about the size of my thumb. And then we have little tiny Simba, again, really great down to the point details around his ears especially. His little tail, little yellow belly and toes and little yellow belly and toes, I think is what I wanted to say. And just so cute. And then we've got Nala, which I love when they included Nala because I just loved her to death. I identified with her so well as a fellow girl, and there weren't a lot of products for her. There were just not a lot of products for Nala. I mean, I think they had kissing cubs and things like that, but Nala by herself, there was just like one plushie you could get. And again, I don't see a date on anything in here, but this one is just so cute. I remember why it was my favorite. It's a very handsome set. And I have no idea how much these cost back in the 90s. If I had to guess, I'd say they were about $4 because I had so many of these that there's no way my parents would have paid for more than a couple dollars for them. So let me do the Aladdin one next because I don't very well remember it. And this has a purple cord with a gold snappy bit. Agrabah. Again, just says copyright Disney in China. Really nice molding details though, and yeah, this way. Come on, there we go. It's kind of stuck on something. I can't see what. Ooh, okay, there it goes. Okay, so it looks like this one doesn't have any middle folding piece. It just looks like Jasmine's bedroom. I remember this Shea Lounge pulls out. But man, yeah, the movement gears, whatever those are called, the joints are really hard, not doing too well over time. That's just a nice plastic molding on a sticker, and then this side is, well, no, this is cardboard. Okay, the backgrounds are like printed cardboard with some 3D pieces printed and put onto them. So there's one side, two side, and then we have Jasmine, and Jasmine's kind of cool because she can bend and sit on her lounge, I bet. But this is the return of Jafar Jasmine, if my memory serves me correctly. Really nice painted details on this one too, and oh, it is stamped on the bottom. Nope, Disney China, no year, nothing. Okay, so I don't know why this is Return of the Jafar Jasmine, unless there's something to do with when this was released. So I vaguely remember having the Lion King one first, but Prince Ali, mighty is he. Trying to get it to focus. Ali Abagua. They really did such a good job, like not smearing the paint really badly or anything. Like you can't even say that for most of The stuff you find today. Alright, so that is the Aladdin Jasmine set. Let's see if I can get that closed again. Ooh, ooh, gosh. I feel like I'm gonna bust them just trying to look at them. Alright, let's see. Let's go with Beauty and the Beast because we're kind of going backwards now. Here is Belle in nothing. It's got like a nameplate here, but they didn't finish molding it, or maybe there was supposed to be a sticker. Oh, nice detail up here. There's a molding of the rose, but it's purple. And then in the back we've got the Beast Castle. And this is on a purple kind with the greeny kind of glittery glow on it with a purple pull tab necklace piece. Oh, that one opened easy. Okay, so let's start with the figures this time because they're stuck together. We have... Come on, focus. Let me take that away. Maybe she'll focus better. We have Belle in her lovely little ballroom dress. She's kind of flat on the sides. I assume that's so that she could fit in the casing here, if I could speak. Now we have the Beast. They just sure don't make them like they used to anymore. And now in their house, we've got the Beast's balcony from the movie. Feels like a sticker with a molding of the balcony piece. And then we've got on this side, it looks like it pulls out, but it's kind of stuck. Yeah, it's gotten a little melty in there. Maybe grab some tweezers, maybe I can gently pry it. There we go. Okay, now we've got this rose trellis thing that goes, it's kind of, not sure what's on the back. It looks like tinier roses that just aren't painted. But they're painted on the front, so go figure. But yeah, we have the walkway. And then we have another rose trellis that folds down. Oh, to show the ballroom. How cute. Okay, so that shows the ballroom. And then we've got a platform that spins so that they can go on it and dance. Like so, maybe. The Beast's feet are kind of not helping his case here. Alright, well, Belle's gonna dance by herself then, because she's a progressive lady like that. But yeah, that's really cute. My goodness, memory lane. Okay, they were like that, so... Okay, that's number 4. Let's go on to 101 Dalmatians. And this is a cute little puppy in a basket. I'm not sure which puppy that is. It's not Lucky, it's not Patch. It's not Penny. Oh, this one's cute. I totally forgot what this one looked like. Alright, let me find the figures before they all come running out. Okay, we got 3 figures in this one. I'll get to those in a minute. But we've got a sticker with a molding of a crooked picture frame and then a molding with all the little puppies in white for some reason. Then you fold it up and there they all are passed out with Perdita watching over them. Whereas, I guess before she was looking at the teapot. Whoo, big difference. And now we have a little puppy on the piano here. No, you fold that up, and we have got, looks like an antenna with a pitcher of wine and a bottle of wine while the puppies are watching TV with a video game? Oh, they're playing a video game. Okay, then this must be for the 101 Dalmatians, the live-action movie then, because he was a video game designer in that. And then on this side, here's Roger's famous piano with the puppy perched on top. Then we've got a sticker with Perdita, Pongo, and a bunch of puppies with some moldings of red puppies, and then white puppies sitting on a red couch with a platform that folds down to be a rug so that they can sit on it. That back, and this is on another one of those purple with the green glittery bits inside of it with a red tab. And to get into the puppies, this looks like Perdita. You can get her straightened out here. A little tiny Perdita. And then Pongo. If I could just stay focused, camera. And then I'm gonna guess this is Lucky, because he always seemed to be a big draw-in for all the merchandise. I like to patch myself though. Yep, it's Lucky. There's his horseshoe. Alright, and that is the 101 Dalmatians, clearly the movie one, because video games weren't really a thing when the cartoon first came out. So, live action movie it was. Next, let's move on to Snow White. This is very similar to the Belle one, where it's got the flower design with her in it. And then we've got this bit right here that's not filled in, but looks like it should be. Almost roses on the top molding, but they're slightly different. And this one is more of a green on green with green tab. And then here we are in the back of it. That must be her castle, although that looks strangely... That is the same. They use the same castle. That's Belle's castle. They just put a different sticker on it. Now come on, Disney. I always trusted you to be better than that. You're supposed to be a devil for the details kind of company. Alright, so let's get in here. We've got this archway that folds down. Oh, there's little fish on it. That's really cute. But we've got this archway that folds down to be, oh, a table for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 7 dwarves plus Snow White. There's all the dwarves back here waiting for their supper. And then we've got the wishing well that was a big deal in the movie. Colored on this side, not colored in on that side. And now we have Prince, I never know his name, and Snow White. I'll show you those more closely in a minute with Snow White's cottage, or is that the 7 dwarves cottage? I can't remember. But that's just a sticker. So here is Miss Snow White. You might hear a baby running in the background. That would be Archer. Copyright Disney China, just stamped on the bottom. Again, pretty good paint job for how small these are. And then here's Prince something or other. I know he has a name, but it's not in the movie that I can remember. Disney China. And that's the Snow White set. And not to be outdone, here's the Cinderella set that I'm gonna bet you is identical to the other two. So far, yep, looks identical to this one. No name in it. Identical flowers on the top and Belle's castle in the back. Is this trying to say that all these characters are related and they're just different eras of the same monarchy? I don't know. You decide. That's a theory for another day. Archer, you gotta get out of here, you silly. Sorry about that. Had to stop to deal with the tantrum. But onto opening the Cinderella figure. Obviously, they wanted to make more of these cheaply. Oh gosh, I thought there was something in that because of the gray, but it's mice. It's just supposed to be mice. But here we have the big clock tower, which looks like if you pull it down, it's got a dancing pedestal. Yep. And there's Cinderella's castle as a big old sticker in the background. Well, here, let's see. Does that even move? Yeah, okay, yeah. That one moves just like the Beauty and the Beast one did. And then we've got, I'm not quite sure. It's been so long since I've seen this movie, but it's an archway with a clock in it. Okay, this way it's nicely painted with, I don't know, just features of the castle and the clock. And then we've got a little outhouse, maybe? Looks like a little outhouse, maybe a closet. Oh, it's Cinderella's room. It's the door to her room. And the mice are coming to help her. And look, she's in there and looks just so happy to get out, doesn't she? Come on out, lady. And look at her trashy old room versus the kitchen area that she was forced to work in for so much of her life. Sorry, trying to get it in there without the shadow. It's kind of in a weird, awkward place. So that's a cool little detail on that one. Now here is our Prince Charming, if you will focus. And pretty good shape. Disney China, again, no year. No year offered on any of these. Except for the Anastasia one, which isn't from Disney. Then Cinderella's kind of flat on the edges like Belle, but at least she kind of has a reason to be because she's holding her dress out. Like Belle was just kind of flat for no reason. It was kind of awkward, weird. And, oh, you see her little toe sticking out with the Disney, not the Disney, but the glass slipper, and just get close in on her face, maybe. Focus. But another one that's really nicely detailed, so even though I don't remember owning this one at all, I'm glad to see it. It makes for such a nice collection. All right. Okay, if the background looks different, I just had another error where everything got fuzzy on me in post-production, or I realized it in post-production. So let me move on to the Pocahontas seashell necklace playset. It's really cute. I assume the Powhatan tribe was coastal since they saw these ships from England land. This has got a pink with kind of a green iridescent glowy part in it. And what's really cool about this one is that the clasp has these little tiny Native American symbols on them. Hopefully that is focusing nicely so you can see it all clearly. And there's a lot of different ones, so that's kind of neat how that worked out. I don't know what these mean or if they translate to anything these days, but if you know, I'd be happy to find out in the comments. Anyways, to get in here and open this up, we start out by finding Grandmother Willow as a cardboard piece, it feels like, with a 3D mold of her face. And then over here are her lovely vines, and if we flip them over that way, now she has vines in her face and she looks much more better and tree-like, I think. But that's a little pathway for, you know, John and Pocahontas to have their secret love affair path. I don't know, however you want to describe that. It seems inappropriate since she was really like 12. And then we have what looks like Pocahontas's canoe on a sticker by the river, just kind of a background, I guess, for everything. And then this drops down. We have inside the Powhatan tribe with a little tiny mold of a hut, I think, back there, a little hut. And down here we have the river or the lake or a pond or something. And as you can see, it's got my favorite flowers, sunflowers that pop up there. They were a big theme in the movie. Let me get on Mr. John Smith. Again, very nicely detailed considering the age and everything of when these shouldn't look this nice back in the 90s. You know, we think, oh, today everything looks great, but today a lot of things are machine painted and they mess up and glitch out. And I mean, I've seen they have toys like this size and they sell them for like $1 a piece now with DuckTales and all kinds of stuff. And they're not even as nicely painted as these, and that's a shame that, you know, the artisan has left the toy market in so many ways. Let's see if I can get them back in here. Nope, she's not going without a struggle. There we go. Okay. Now we have Megara from Hercules, who I don't know what exactly this building is. I know it's got a Grecian style to it, but I don't know if this is part of her garden we didn't see, or Hercules' villa, or is supposed to be the Temple of Zeus. There's no indication on here that I can tell it from anything else, and there is a little tab back on this one, which is different than the other ones. So let's get you open. All right, let's do the figures first. We have Hercules, and even the small, he does have some whites in his eyes. Little tiny Hercules ready to fight Nemine the lion or something. Scar, I guess, by Disney Hercules standard, since he was wearing him and all, but I have a whole other theory about that. And then we have Miss Meg, who is also very nicely detailed and painted, like even the molding for her hair. Like she had ridiculous hair. I love it. And Meg is another one that bends. And, oh, actually, it looks like so does Hercules. So I guess if he wants to kiss her hand or something, you could set that up. But now inside we have Mount Olympus with a mold of a cloud and a temple, which kind of looks like the Temple of Zeus, but since it's in Mount Olympus, I'm going to assume no. And then these gates look like the gates of Mount Olympus. Yes, they go in and they go out, which is cool that it can go both ways. And on this side, yeah, definitely the Mount Olympus because there's Zeus up there at the top, I think. Yeah, that's definitely the Disney version of Zeus. But I really like the time they took with the gates here. That's a really cool feature. Now we have what looks like Meg's garden based on her tree back here. And here's the fountain and the bench that she could sit on. And that's where the muses gave her the rose back, I do believe, where her hand found it on the bench. And then here's the stairs where they had that flirty little conversation about Oedipus and weak ankles and such. And in the background, here's Pegasus, and that's what that tab's for on the back. It's to let Pegasus fly away! Okay, that's too cute. That's a really cute one. Okay, these were like this, I think. It's kind of like one way that they'll go back together in most of these, and it's obviously not the way I'm choosing. Let's try turning you around, Meg. There. All right, last but one of my favorites, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, in a beautifully detailed bell from, of course, Notre Dame. There it says at the top, Hunchback of Notre Dame. And a sticker of Esmeralda and Jolly. And this is another one of those purple strings with the green iridescent kind of color in it. And a gold latch. I don't know if I showed you the one on Hercules, but it's the same color with the purple and then a beigey orangey latch on it. But back to Hunchback. Okay, in here, this one kind of looks really neat and gothic. I hope you can see all the little details in the mold there. We have this kind of gothic sun that spins, so that means there's probably a dancing pedestal in this one. If it'll come down. Oh, yep, here we have the Festival of Fools, I think. That was Esmeralda's tent. And then we have this little kind of peg piece down here that you can spin with the sun tab. On this side we have what looks like the Festival of Fools still. And on this other side we have Notre Dame herself. Pretty little detailed cathedral. And here are our figures in the back of Quasimodo's room up in the tower with one of his carvings of something. I don't know what that is, but it kind of looks like Jesus to me. I'll let you guys tell me if that looks familiar to you. But to pull this pedestal back down really quick, let me show you these figures. Again, like look at her earrings, the stripes in her bodice, the gold on her dress for her coins and her tambourine, and her bare feet even have the, the ankle bracelet that she wore. I mean, they really did an incredible job painting these up. And you'll notice that these are beveled or dented or however you would say that on the sides. Oh, Quasimodo, poor guy. This is not a tear in his shirt or anything. That's not like part of the figure. I think what happened is that this was sitting on that spot and they kind of melted together and ripped each other up a little bit. But considering, you know, Hunchback came out in '96 and it's 2018 right now, I'd say he's held up pretty good, all things considered. And very 3D hunch there, kind of makes me a little queasy to look at because they made him definitely look the part of Quasimodo. And now, as you see, we've got this weird little peg. They don't just sit on it and spin in a circle. You can actually force them into this section, maybe. Okay, here we go. Dance it, Quasimodo. Sing it, Quasimodo. And Esmeralda will also go in there too, which tends to make a lot more sense since she's the one that actually danced in the movie. Man, if only they all had this, I could show you what they all look like and not have to have my fingers so much in the way. Anyways, guys, that has been my pocket toy collection from the 90s. It looks like this went until Hercules, so 97 at least. And then I don't know if they just found something else they like making better or what, but I haven't seen any sets like these in a very, very long time. But they were so much fun and they were so cute. And I am so thankful to all of you guys who decided to stop in today and watch me unbox all of this ancient craziness. I have tons more coming over the next few months, so please like, subscribe, comment, let me know if there's anything you want to see, because I might have it sitting around and just waiting to unbox it. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next video.